Hi guys, so for today's video I wanted to do like a little Valentine's Day inspired makeup, just for fun. I mean, we're gonna spend it indoors anyways, but you can still look cute and take pictures, you know. So I do have a few new products that I wanted to try out. I don't know exactly which ones because I have like 2 different foundations, 2 different concealers, 2 different eyeshadow palettes. So we're just gonna see what the heck we dive into and see what, you know, what inspires us, what colors inspire us. I wanted to wear this blouse that I just recently purchased from Target. I will link it down below if I can find it. But it was just so cute and I was just like, yes, that's gonna be a top for Valentine's Day for sure. So I don't know, I really love it. It's like a little wrap style shirt. So yes, so this shirt is kind of like what is inspiring the makeup look today. Eyebrows are on. I did my eyebrows off camera because I just didn't want to deal with them. What I used to fill them in is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Micro Brow Precise pencil right here. And then I did to set them, I used the Revolution. This is the soap styler. Again, it comes with a little soap and then the brush. And that's just what I did to set them in place. Carved them out with the Hourglass. This is the shade Cotton, the Vanish concealer. So it's a little bit more full coverage. So that's all I did for the eyes. And let's just jump right into the skin. Of course, I'm going to just go over it with a wipe, remove any excess dirt, oil that we might have. I did cleanse, but that was a bit ago, so I just want to make sure it's nice and clean. So there we go. And face prep again. Face prep is important. Gonna spray the, oops, where is it? There's Witch Hazel toner. For serum, I'm gonna use the Vichy Mineral 89. Really like this one. This is a hydrating booster. Again, I might do a little too much skincare for the average folk, but I have dry skin, extremely dry skin. And if I want anything, any foundation, any product of my face to sit well and look good, I need to pay attention to my skin and put so much love and care to it, prep it nicely, or else I could have the most beautiful foundation applied to my skin and it'll be horrible on my skin. So I really like to put a lot of care into my skincare. That's why it's called skincare. I care for my skin. So that is in there very well. I'm gonna go in with another serum. I know, like I said, this might be a little bit too much for other people. This just seems to work for me for my dry skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Glowy Makeup Serum from Laneige. I have it, so I'm using it. It is not like the most amazing product. I think that the lip sleeping mask, that's a good product that they have. This, not so much. It doesn't wow me, you know? Okay, so next I'm going to apply some SPF, and this is the Supergoop Glow Screen. So this just has a nice little tint of like dewy glowiness, and it's going to protect me from the sun if I do even step outside for a minute. I'm going to use the Ole Henriksen Truth C Rush Brightening Cream. It's just a little tiny sample size that I have, and I like to use my little sample sizes. I like to try products out, and then also I can say I finished a product, right? Last but not least, I'm going to add my primer glow oil from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna do like one drop should be fine. Mix it in my hand, and I'm just going to pat it all over my face. One drop of this is enough. Okay, so I decided to just go ahead and do the eye look to see what I was gonna go with, what I was gonna do, the colors and all that. So this is the eye look that we're gonna go for. I already applied these dramatic AF lashes because holy moly, I felt like, I don't usually like lashes like this, but I felt like for, you know, let's just spice it up. I have them, let's use them, let's do it, right? I only used 4 brushes, guys, can you believe it or not? So I'm actually going to go ahead and use this crayon. This is the Wet n Wild Multi-Stick. This came out during their Halloween collection, and this shade is orange. So what I did was I'm going to apply it to the lid. These kind of remind me like the NYX jumbo pencils, but these are extremely creamy, and I really liked the formula of these. And I also have a pink one, so, and I'm just using my finger. Some people use a brush to blend it out, but I'm just gonna use my finger. Like that. Taking a flat brush like this. These are from ColourPop. This is the E25. I'm gonna take the color in Yes Peaches, which is this orangey shade right here. I'm gonna take that, and I'm actually gonna pat it on there so I can pack the color onto that cream stick, that eyeshadow stick. Then I'm going to feather it into the crease as well. I'm gonna go in with this more detailed fluffy brush right here, and this one is the E27, again from ColourPop. I'm gonna take the pink, which is called Fruit Punch, this shade right here, and I'm actually going to pack it first along the crease, and then I'm going to blend it. So first I'm packing it with this brush. Then with a fluffy brush, this is the E22. It's a little bit more of a fluffier brush. I'm going to blend out the edges. I'm going to take a little bit of that on that fluffy brush and then blend it out again. Using that same little detail brush, I'm going to take the shade Miss Tropicana, which is this shade right here. It's like a red shade, and I'm going to pack that on the outer lid, my eye, just adding a little bit of dimension to that orange. Since this is an all matte look, I want to add a little bit of dimension. And I am just packing that on there. I'm going to take the shade Pillow Talk, which is this one right here. It's more of a burgundy shade, and using that same brush, I'm going to apply that to the crease. The outer part of the crease. Just going in like halfway. And just blending the edges out. So I'm going to take a more small brush, which is this one with the yellow. It's just a smaller version of this one right here, and it is the E28. The other one was E27. So the E28 is just a little bit more precise. And I'm going to take the color Vitamin C, which is that yellow, and I'm going to apply it, pack it on to the inner corner. I'm going to clean up the edges really quickly. So the liquid liner that I'm going to take is the NYX Vivid Brights, and this shade is in Vivid Fire. So it's this one right here from NYX. And I'm just going to go along the lash line and then use that mark that we did with, you know, with the clean wipe, and do a wing. So I'm going to quickly curl my lashes. I'm going to use my Tarte curler and then the Tarte Light Camera Lashes mascara. Okay, so moving on to lashes, I'm going to use these from ColourPop. This is new style Bay. So they're these super beautiful fluttery lashes. It's what I have on right here. And I do have to trim them just a little bit because they're just too long for my little eyeball. So obviously trim from the outer part, so the part that sticks out, and I'm going to apply these. The lash glue that I'm using, of course, is the Ardell Lash Grip, the clear adhesive. I'm going to tightline my upper waterline, and I'm using the Makeup Geek liner. This is just the black one. It's this one right here. I'm just going to tightline. Okay, so moving on to the foundation, I'm going to be using this one. So I have the shade Medium 330W. I did order a different shade, a lighter shade, to see if that one would fit me a little bit better. This one is not too bad, but it is a little bit darker than my skin tone. We'll see if it covers up these blemishes that we got going on over here. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild sponge, and I'm going to blend that in to the skin. It's a little bit darker, but we're gonna blend it in very well into the neck, behind on the ear, and then behind. It's not looking dry on me, so that's good. So I'm going to add a little bit more coverage just right here. I think that did pretty well, and because again, because of the primer oil, I feel like it's not looking too matte on my skin. So I really do like that. Now I've only pumped one little pump, so we are working off of that and seeing how far it goes. So there's the foundation. I'm going to apply the tiniest little bit, not even a pump, like that's all that I pumped right there, that little tiny dot. So I'm gonna take that, just add it right here, and then whatever's left onto the forehead. I want to try the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, so why don't we try that? If it's too light, we'll mix in a little bit of this one, but I want to see how this one is. And this is supposed to be a full coverage, an all-day full coverage concealer. No, I think that's gonna be fine. And I like to put some here, there, a little bit around the nose area because I tend to get red right there, and that's about it. Oh, I actually really like that. Looks really nice. I don't take my concealer in too far underneath that crease, like where my crease is. Like I go under that because I'm gonna put eyeshadow there anyways, so I don't want excess product there. I really like that coverage. When you realize that your camera light was off during that whole time. Hopefully the lighting wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna cream contour, and I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty. This is the Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream, and I have the shade Light. So it's this right here, it's just cream contour. And I'm going to use a stippling brush. Stipple it onto the areas that I want to create a shadow. I'm also going to take that on a little brush and apply that to the nose for a nose contour as well. To set that, I'm going to use my Hourglass. This is the Radiant Bronze Light. I love this so much, and just going to set the areas where we contoured. So for blush, I'm going to go in with my Toasted Cinnamon from Burt's Bees. I love this blush. It's such a pretty toasty looking blush. Pretty neutral. Just adds warmth to the face. For highlight, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. This is the loose highlighting powder, and the shade is I'm So Lit. And I'm going to take that on a fluffy little detailed brush like this. This is the F33 from ColourPop. Swirling it in a cap, tapping off the excess, and going on to the high points of my cheeks. I'm going to take this Morphe brush right here. This is the M321. It's this tiny little detailed brush, taking that orange shade that we used, which was Yes Peaches. And I'm going to run this underneath the bottom lash line. Taking a like flat, more precise brush, this one right here. It's just a little bit more dense. I'm going to use that red shade that we used with that burgundy shade. So Miss Tropicana and Pillow Talk. I'm going to put it really close to the outer edge and really close to that lash line. Grabbing that yellow, I'm just going to add a little bit more. So for the bottom lash line, I'm going to I'm going to add the nude one from Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Nude. This is an eyeliner. And I'm going to use that for the bottom. You could, of course, use black. It will make it look more intense, more smoky. But I don't want to close my eyes off too much. A black will close your eyes, make them look a little bit smaller, and a white will open it up. I feel because the lashes are so dramatic, I think I need to open up my eyes just a little bit more. And then for the bottom lashes, the mascara that I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. I just really like how tiny the wand is, so it'll let me get into those little lashes. That is all for the face. And now moving on to lips. I don't know if I want to do something bright like this pink. This is the Rare Beauty in the shade Motivate. I kind of like this. Or if we do something neutral. So let's play with both. I'll do the nude first, and then we'll pop in that fun pink. So for the nude, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Lippy pencil in the shade BFF. This is like my favorite nudie lip pencil. They are so creamy. And then again, let's go with this one from Revlon. This is what the applicator looks like. So that is with this lip color. It's really pretty, but I feel like we can do pink and still look cute, right? Right? So for the pink lip, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Lippy pencil as well. And this one is in Starship. And again, this is the Rare Beauty in the shade Motivate. These are so comfortable. You know what shade would also look really good with this eye look? A red lip, a more orangey lip, or even this one by Kylie would look good as well. Just gonna add that to the center. So lastly, to set the face, I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I really like how this came out. Very Valentine's Day inspired. I just love how these you know, the orange, the pink, and the yellow just came together, and it looks really beautiful. Love the lip color. This foundation is really good, actually. So I'm hoping that the foundation shade that I purchased, when it comes in, it matches me a little bit better, because this one's just like a shade too dark. But the concealer, I really like that Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, and you know, the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer is just spot on as well. So yes, so don't forget to follow me in my social media, my Facebook and my Instagram. I also have Twitter. And yes, please give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.